Hello, everyone. Welcome. In this video, we will begin to introduce hashing in chapter 21. We already used the set and dictionary, and these two data structures are implemented using hashing. They are super efficient. The search, insertion, and deletion time, and all in all of one time, constant time. How this is implemented? So we're going to look at it in this chapter. Now, please recall that if we use a list, we can access the elements in the list in constant time. A list is essentially it's like array behind the scene. Array is a data structure, very basic data structure in all the programming language. So you can access the elements, any elements in the array using index in constant time. Doesn't matter how big the array is. So that is really efficient. And we're going to use this idea for the implementation of our set and dictionary. So we're going to use the table. It's called a hash table. So let's look at the idea of this hash table and hashing. So we're going to have this hash table like this, and the size of the hash table is n. And here the table with the index starting from 0, and the last one is n minus 1. So we have, let's see, we have a map. This is dictionary, and you have the key and value. So please recall this. A dictionary is same as map or associated array, and in the programming terminology, but in Python, and we call this a dictionary. So dictionary has this key and value. Now for a set, you only have key, you don't have value. So you can consider as a set as a special case of a dictionary. So we're going to use this hashing function. It's a function that maps the key to a value. The value is index of the hash table. So that's the idea. And if you have this entry, you want to insert it in the hash table, and you apply the hash function, get this index and put it right here. If you want to search, you use the key, apply the hash function, and get the index, and to see if this key is right here in this location. And if you want to delete it and do the same thing and use the key, apply the hash function and get the index, and go to delete it. Now this sounds very simple, but there are cases we have to consider later in the chapter. So for now, this is just the idea of this hashing and using a function. It's called a hash function. And this is the hash function that maps the key to the index in the table. Now, ideally, if we have this as a perfect hash function, that would be nice. You're going to hash all the different keys to different location. But that's not always possible. And if you have two different keys, they map to the same location, and this is going to be called a collision. So we're going to talk about how we handle the collision issue. That is all for the introduction of hashing. See you on the next video.